Photography is the art, science, and practice of creating durable images by recording light or other electromagnetic radiation, either electronically by means of an image sensor, or chemically by means of a light-sensitive material such as photographic film. Here are the fundamental aspects of photography. Camera types. DSLR, digital single-lens reflex, uses a mirror to reflect light from the lens into an optical viewfinder. Mirrorless, doesn't have a mirror, light passes directly onto the image sensor. Compact/point and shoot, smaller, simpler cameras with fixed lenses. Medium format, larger sensors for higher resolution and image quality. Camera components. Lens, determines the perspective and quality of the image. Sensor, captures the image, the size affects the image quality. Shutter, controls the duration of the exposure. Aperture, controls the amount of light entering the lens. ISO, measures the sensitivity of the sensor to light. Exposure triangle, aperture, size of the lens opening, measured in f-stops, example, f/2.8, f/8. Shutter speed, duration of time the shutter remains open, measured in fractions of a second, example, 1/250s, ones. ISO, sensitivity to light, a higher ISO brightens the image but may introduce noise. Composition, rule of thirds, divides the frame into thirds horizontally and vertically. Points of interest should lie along these lines or their intersections. Leading lines, lines that draw the viewer's eye into the picture. Symmetry and patterns, balanced and repetitive elements. Depth, use of foreground, middle ground, and background to create a 3D effect. Lighting, natural light, sunlight, diffused light, and golden hour. Artificial light, studio lights, flash, and continuous lighting. Direction, front, side, and back lighting affect the mood and texture of the photo. Focus and depth of field, autofocus, camera automatically focuses on the subject. Manual focus, photographer manually adjusts the focus. Depth of field, range in which objects appear sharp, controlled by aperture, focal length, and distance from the subject. White balance, adjusts the colors to appear more natural under different lighting conditions, example, daylight, fluorescent, incandescent. Post-processing, editing software, Adobe Photoshop, Lightroom, GIMP, etc. RAW versus JPEG, RAW files contain all the image data, JPEG files are compressed and lose some data. Color correction, adjusting brightness, contrast, saturation, etc. Retouching, removing imperfections, enhancing details, etc. Types of photography. Portrait, focuses on a person or group of people. Landscape, focuses on natural scenery. Macro, close-up photography of small objects.